Okay, I've seen a lot of really stupid, ignorant videos on YouTube. I hear things like, well, silver and gold are not affected by the money supply. It's simply supply and demand. We've been mining gold forever. Probably since, right after we started walking upright. So as mining techniques have been getting more and more advanced, we mine and mine more of it, store it away. It's getting more rare. It's become harder to find. I mean, that's stupid. We put it up, we have more of it. It's not getting more rare. 90% of the people out there wear fake gold. Where's the increased demand for real gold? The increased demand is people want to hedge against inflation. That's the demand and the money supply. That's what's increasing the price. I guess since 1971, when we broke all ties to precious metals with our currency, the demand just increased as a coincidence. In 1983, gold went to $1,000 an ounce. It crashed, it fell, it plummeted. But why didn't it go all the way back to $35 an ounce? It leveled out right under $400 because there was an increase in the money supply. We printed too much money and it found a home in precious metals, in gas, in grocery, in everything. Once it's out there, it's out there. People aren't going to cash their checks and go bury their money. It's out there in the market. Another one, if the money supply affected silver and gold, the prices should be much, much, much higher. Well, we have the world reserve currency. Dollars are spread all over the world. All over the world. It's in our treasury bonds. Foreigners invest in our treasury bonds. It's out there. It just hasn't found its way into the market yet. Some of it has. That's why prices are going up. But not all of it. Another one I love is that gold's a bubble. Well, first off, most people believe this because some billionaire that owns a shitload of gold told you shouldn't buy it. Dollars are spread around the world. What would happen in the U.S. if people around the world realized their dollars are losing value? Trillions of dollars come out of the woodwork and into the U.S. That's not inflation. That is super hyperinflation. Another one I love is that if silver rises to $10,000, or silver can't rise to $10,000. It can. Alright. But if silver rises to $10,000, that means that a loaf of bread cost me $3,000. Did I make any profit? Am I rich? That's stupid. I love this idea of, well, it can't happen here because I live in America. Well, that means that Americans can't slip and fall. That means that the laws of gravity don't affect us. That's it. That's what you're basing everything on. Because you call yourself an American like I do. That mentality is just unbelievable. Another one, silver can't go that high because everybody in the world would sell. I like that. Well, if only 10% of the silver market is physical silver, what would happen if everybody wanted to sell? There's a limited supply. Limited supply. What happens to demand with the limited supply? It increases. People would realize that, hey, we don't have it. The price shoots up. More people would want it because they want to jump into it, thinking it's going to go higher. What happens to the price when there is a limited supply and a huge increase in demand? If it's rare, there's more demand for it. Not everybody's going to sell it once. People are going to see how high it's going and want to buy and sell it at a higher price, regardless if They look at the bigger number, regardless if it means anything. Another one I like is, oh, we'll just make a new currency. If the dollar collapses, we'll just come up with a new currency. What the hell happens to your savings if we had to do away with our old currency? What happened when the old Reichmark, 1 million Reichmarks were traded for one new Dutch mark? What happened there? What happened to your savings? It got wiped out. And another one, who's going to buy silver during hyperinflation? You don't buy silver during hyperinflation. That's when you spend it. That's when you barter it. That's when you sell it to foreigners. When your currency is devalued, you're not buying. That's when you're using it. Or we can just print money. We'll lose our reserve currency status. What the hell are you going to consume? Where in the hell are we going to get goods with few factories and we're not able to import? What are you going to do? Another one I love is we can't have a gold standard. There's not enough gold. Well, there's not enough gold at today's price. But let's say gold was 5 grand, 10 grand. You know what? Hey, now you got enough gold. Another one, silver's being manipulated. Well, yes and no. I believe it's being manipulated because 90% isn't physical silver. But they say that if silver was being manipulated, you couldn't buy it. Well, if somebody didn't allow people to buy silver, what would happen? People would realize there's a big problem. What would happen? There would be a run on the dollar. People would lose confidence in the dollar and buy up everything to get rid of them. Everything, anything. A worthless dollar, or a shotgun, a chair, old shoes, anything. Another one of my favorites is, you can't eat gold. Oh, that's a very original and well thought out statement. I suppose you should tell that to the people that went through hyperinflation around the world. They traded small amounts of gold for food. They bartered it for food. Good luck trading that cracked iPod for my leftovers. Another one of my favorites is, our leaders will do something. Yeah, like they haven't tried that already. They've been trying to do something, and it's the wrong thing. It's putting more debt down the road for somebody else to deal with. That's it. We're almost at the end of the road. If they could have done something, they would have done it already. They're doing everything but the right thing. Promising everybody something for nothing. Nothing is free in this world. Alright? Who doesn't really understand that? I learned that when I was a kid. You can take my advice on what I've learned and buy silver and gold, or don't. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not going to gain anything from your successes or your losses. I just want to make people aware. I get nothing either way.